Today we're shooting macro photography out at the City of Rocks. And while macro photography might not be your initial thought when you see the expansive high desert landscape out here, it's actually super interesting once you dive into the details and look at the undergrowth and the details in the rocks and the flora and the fauna here. It's super fantastic, so let's hop in and I'll show you guys a couple tips and techniques to help you with your next macro photography project.
When shooting macro, precision is everything. That's why tools like focus stacking on the OM1 Mark II are so powerful. They allow you to capture a series of images at different focus points and merge them into one perfectly sharp photo.
So we've been wandering around looking for different subjects. And a lot of times it's a lot different than shooting a landscape where you have a super prominent subject, you know, something that jumps out to you. With macro photography, you're wandering around looking for the really small details. And I noticed a spider sitting on a log, but super cool because he's eating another spider. And with this macro lens, you can really get in there and see everything that's happening.
Don't be afraid to get creative. Try shooting from different angles. Experimenting with your perspective will make your macro shots more dynamic and engaging.
With super small subjects like insects or tiny flowers, it can be super helpful to use a tripod to avoid camera shake. The OM1 Mark II does a great job with the stabilization between the body and lens, but even then, sometimes you just want to get super tight on a really small detail, and having a good tripod can be key.
Composition is just as important in macro photography as it is in landscapes. I'm focusing on the center of this flower to create a strong focal point to guide the viewer's eye. Paying attention to these small details will make your shots stand out. In macro photography, the smaller details often hold the greatest stories. By being still, you'll uncover hidden patterns, textures, and subjects you might otherwise overlook. Patience reveals the magic of the miniature world around you.
Found this moss that's either flowering, maybe just a post flower with some husks on it. But super cool texture. It's got all these hairs, and you've got a bunch of different colors going on inside the moss as well.
After capturing your shot, a little post-processing can really make the details pop. Focus on enhancing contrast and sharpening, but don't overdo it. Macro photography is all about capturing natural beauty.
Macro photography allows you to explore a whole new world. By focusing on the tiny details, you're able to unlock an entirely new perspective and explore the natural wonder here at the City of Rocks.